Whatever time frame you trade, you should always drill down to lower time frames to see the whole story. For instance, on this 1 hour gold chart, you can hardly see the supply zone, so why did price bounce at the spike? If we drill down to the 5-minute chart, the reason that price bounced becomes apparent. We can now see the supply zone and price has bounced off it to the tick. Often lower time frame price action can be concealed inside a higher time frame candle bar, so it always pays to look inside. Another good reason for drilling down timeframes is to tighten your stop and hence increase reward to risk. This supply zone on a 1 hour gold chart would require a large stop loss and provide reasonable reward to risk, but let's see what happens if we drill down to the 5-minute chart. As you can see, there's a much smaller zone hidden inside, allowing a tighter stop loss. Now our potential risk to reward to the prior lows is much more appealing. The more observant of you might have noticed this small demand zone, which failed to hold. We can't expect every zone to work, which is why we employ good risk management, but a higher time frame zone such as a supply on this chart will often overpower a lower time frame demand zone, and this was a warning to be cautious with longs. We're going to revisit the break and retest setup, or bar. Most educators teach a break and retest setup as follows. Look for an area of support and resistance. Draw a support line where the most touches hit the line. And sell when price comes back to test the underside as resistance. However, if we zoom down to a 5-minute chart, we notice two things. There were tiny pockets of supply at the break that had already been tested, or almost tested. This is another example of compression and basically means supply has been used up at that area. The zone that started the entire move down was here. So it's not surprising that this is where price bounced, rather than the support and resistance line. One thing I'd like to show you is that compression again, but this time on a 1-minute time frame. As you can see, price formed a channel and retested multiple supply zones marked by the yellow boxes. This paved the way for a breakthrough that area later on.